Today I want to speak on finance. A big problem I see in the world today is Christians borrowing money and paying interest on it. This is really not biblical, and it's sinful when it's unnecessary. And, well, what do I mean by being unnecessary? I think a Christian should get himself to a point to where he doesn't have to borrow and pay interest. He shouldn't borrow, actually, unless he has more than what he would have to pay back. The idea is to keep out of the red, to stay above. I see people that belong to church groups and they borrow money for the church, and this is really a shame. It's a poor example, because it would be better for the Christians to worship in a tent or under a tree someplace rather than to borrow money from an institution and have to pay them interest back. So it's not good for a Christian to loan to another person and charge them interest in the first place. This is an old rule from the Council of Nicaea, and even before then. It's called dishonorable gain, to make money off someone by loaning them money, by charging them interest. And so if it's not good for the Christian to make money, loaning money, it's not good for them to pay this dishonorable gain to an institution. As I mentioned before about the people in the churches that are borrowing money to build new churches and things like that, that's corrupt. It's not biblical. Okay, so what does a Christian need to do? If he's in debt, work and try to get out of debt, at least break even. Better to rent than buy. A person can rent a house instead of buy a home. They can do without a lot of things, but the idea is to get out of debt, and then once they're out of debt, stay out of it, if at all possible. We're in real tough times today, and we have a government with leaders that are betraying the people of the United States, and they are misleading the people of the United States, and they're stealing from the people of the United States. And we have an obligation to keep account of our money and our financial business, and in our government also. And we're being betrayed. But I'll get into that some other time. I want to speak mainly on personal finance, of us, how we can get out of debt. When we get out of debt, stay out of it. And if we need to loan to someone else, we should never charge them interest. I'm not going to take too much time on this little YouTube scene here, but I want you to come to my forum, which is on the screen. The address is on the screen, and we can discuss this, and we need to let other people know that it's not good to get involved in this interest-paying corruption. May the Lord bless you. Have a great day.